Hey everybody, it's Jordan here from SmartPhone. Now, every day people switch over to SmartPhone from all sorts of other providers, and today I want to deep dive into one of them, CallRail. I reached out to some of our customers who've migrated over from CallRail, and I've developed a top 3 reasons why people choose SmartPhone over CallRail. After those, I'm going to do a little deep dive into what it means for your wallet as a business owner moving over from CallRail to SmartPhone. So let's take a look. Unsurprisingly, the first reason people give us is the one I cover all the time, our deep Podio integration. Now, when I spoke to people, that means different things. Some people, it means click to call. The ability to go inside Podio anywhere, click a phone number, and have it open up SmartPhone and dial immediately. All calls being logged directly into Podio against that contact or lead. For others, it's about inbound calling, where when a call comes in, they can see exactly what tracking number it is, exactly who's calling, and have one click to go to both the call record and the lead record. The fact that all calls and texts are recorded in Podio against the agent, the phone number, the lead, whatever it is, immediately without you having to do anything, means a huge amount of efficiency, not just for your team, but also for anybody who's outside, VAs, etc. It means you can get the most out of people. If you use Podio, the Podio integration that SmartPhone has is the best around. The second reason people love SmartPhone over CallRail are dedicated mobile apps. What that means, of course, is you can use the same functionality on the road as you would in the office. That means you can make and receive phone calls, knowing exactly who's calling you, and being able to, of course, take call notes on your app and call dispositions. That gives you enormous functionality and ensures that your staff are using your phone numbers instead of their own cell phone numbers. Of course, you can also send text messages, and everything is synced seamlessly into Podio. So the third reason that people gave to us was about connecting everything together in one system. Now, a lot of the people I spoke to, they're used to using multiple systems to try and achieve the same thing that SmartPhone can do in one system. They were using Mojo Sales for their auto dialer, they were using CallRail to track their numbers, and they were using ClickSend to do their SMS campaigns. Now, all of that meant that their data was flying around, but none of it really worked together. But with SmartPhone, everything is integrated and everything works perfectly together and in Podio. That means that your inbound and outbound calls are logged, recorded in Podio automatically. Your inbound and outbound text messages are logged in Podio and can be sent directly from Podio as well. And of course, if you're using the auto dialer, it means you don't have to download your list, upload it into another system, download the results and upload it back into Podio. With Smart Dialer, right out of the box, it connects into Podio. So the fact that everything can be done in one system leads to a massive benefit, not only financially, but also in terms of efficiency and success. Let's dive into the finances. So when I talk to people about moving over from CallRail to SmartPhone, the first thing they ask me is how much and what's included. And on the face of it, they tell me SmartPhone's going to be way too expensive for them because CallRail has so much included with it and SmartPhone doesn't. But is that really true? Let's take a look at what that really means. So on the one hand, CallRail's basic package is $45 a month, and it does include 10 numbers, 500 minutes, and 100 text messages, where SmartPhone's standard subscription is $50 a month. It comes with 10 users, but it doesn't include any numbers, minutes, or texts. So what's the catch? Of course, what happens if you go over the 500 minutes or 100 text messages with CallRail? The charges start to mount up quickly, and it can make a big impact. Calls start being charged at 5 cents per minute, and texts are being sent at 1.6 cents per text. Let's look at a scenario that's common to our users. They've got 4 staff, they've got 4 tracking numbers, they do 8,000 minutes a month, and they send 3,000 text messages. So with CallRail, we'd be looking at $45 for the subscription. We'd be looking at $375 for the 7,500 minutes they've gone over their allocated 500. And they'd be looking at $46 for the 2,900 texts. With SmartPhone Standard, we'd be looking at $50 a month for the subscription. We'd be looking at $160 a month for the 8,000 minutes. We'd be looking at $34 a month for the 3,000 texts, and we'd be looking at $20 a month for the 4 tracking numbers. That makes a total of $264 as opposed to $466. And if you were to choose Smartphone Pro, with all of its pro features, of course, that would only cost you $294 a month as opposed to the $466. So Smartphone is actually more cost effective for most of our users because of our pay-as-you-go policy. We don't jack up the price once you hit a limit. It's always a fixed rate. It's always a flat fee. Well, there you have it. That's a great example of why people are choosing Smartphone over CallRail. It's more efficient. It means all their tools are located in one smart system, and the Podio integration is best in the world. And, of course, on top of that, for most people, Smartphone is cheaper as well because of our pay-as-you-go policy. Got any questions? Reach out to us on our website. Happy phoning.